The United States does not torture. My administration is going to operate in a way that leaves no doubt that we do not torture and that we abide by the Geneva Conventions.
Waterboarding is torture. It's contrary to America's traditions. It's contrary to our ideals. That's not who we are. That's not how we operate. And anybody who's actually read about and understands the practice of waterboarding would say that that is torture. And that's not something we do.
Well, by the way, that's not true. If you talk to the CIA and the guys that did it, it wasn't torture. They got permission to do it, so therefore it isn't. It was enhanced interrogation practices, all outlined and green-lighted.
I guess the interesting thing is Leon Panetta, the outgoing Secretary of Defense, this weekend also confirmed that those enhanced interrogation techniques were a piece of the puzzle in capturing Osama bin Laden. So when you hear Vice President Joe Biden in an interview a few years ago saying that they didn't give you any information, that's not necessarily the case. I think for me on this issue, it's why the president has decided to change the way in which we try to capture or kill terrorists. So we've gone from capturing them and then possibly getting information from them about other terrorists and bringing them to Gitmo to killing them with drone strikes. Why? Because the president doesn't want to do some of those enhanced interrogation techniques. He doesn't believe in Gitmo, and so this is the answer. You can argue whether or not, that's legal. The ACLU says it's not legal, and that's an interesting twist to this story.
And the reason
the reason is that the ACLU usually agrees with the Obama administration.
Well, the problem is they don't get due process, according to the ACLU. The hypocrisy, though, is jaw-dropping. Where are the calls for this president to be impeached, as George Bush was called to be impeached 5 years ago? Take a look at this over here. Back when George W. Bush was president, far screen left, 144 Democrats questioned him on Gitmo and the interrogation techniques. 18 questions eavesdropping regarding the Patriot Act. But in this case, only 8 have U.S. senators are questioning the President of the United States on assassination. And in fact, 11 U.S. senators in all wrote him a letter saying, okay, we've seen this unclassified thing that was leaked out. We'd like to see the secret stuff to figure out when you decide to kill somebody.
It shows to show you when you're sitting in the Oval Office, you need to do everything you can to keep America safe. But the thing is, you should not condemn people when you're not in that seat. Dennis Kucinich, who condemned President Bush, also condemns Barack Obama. Listen, a Democrat.
When about 15% of the people hit by drone strikes are innocent civilians, you're creating a lot of animosity. It's making America more vulnerable, not less vulnerable. There's no question that a party wants to support its president. That's nothing new. But what's at issue here is that the Constitution is being undermined, and that the power of government is so great now that government, even without any proof at all, can go anywhere in the world and go after anybody it wants, just press a button and kill that person.
Man, tomorrow when John Brennan sits down up on Capitol Hill for his confirmation hearing to be the top spy in the country, there are going to be fireworks. You just stand by. You'll see it all live right here.
That's why this is all happening right now, because he was really instrumental in starting this whole drone strike business. And so that's why it's going to be important moving forward.
Also,
and that's why the senators wrote that letter.
He was for, I believe, enhanced interrogation. So he's going to get it from all sides.
Let's talk a little